Hey, it's Sally Steele, and welcome to another episode of my Sally Steele Rock Show. This week's episode features an exclusive interview I did with Nikki Sixx back when I first started my magazine many years ago. I started Vegas Rocks magazine to bring together 80s rock music fans and Motley Crue fans like myself, so you can only imagine how excited I was to talk to Nikki Sixx. Along with this interview, which has never been heard before, I will be sharing a lot of exclusive photos that I myself have taken of Nikki Sixx and Motley Crue over the years for my Vegas Rocks magazine. So I hope you enjoy the interview, and let's see what Nikki Sixx had to say. Hey, thanks for taking the time out today.
All right.
I met you real quick at the NAMM show. Did you get a copy of the Vegas Rocks magazine that I gave you?
Yes, I did.
Did you read it?
No, I didn't.
Shame on you. You would have really liked that article. I did a lot of interesting things when I was stalking you there with your wife and your child and taking pictures in the dressing room.
Oh, man.
But I'll get you another one.
All right.
I just have some quick questions here. I want to promote your, show here in Vegas. How is this reunion different than the one you did with Generation Swine?
Well, I mean, it's not really a reunion because we never broke up. Right?
Well, Tommy left. I figured everything was over. Did you think it was over, or did you think he would come back?
No, I knew he'd come back.
Okay, even though we went...
And I also, we went on, we did quite a few tours without him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I was at those too. How were things when you guys all got together with Tommy in one room again? Was it uncomfortable? Did you all hug or just play your instruments, or how did that go down?
We've all been in contact with each other the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
I think people make more out of it than it really was.
Well, what did you think of his solo stuff? It was quite different from Motley Crue. Did you hear it? What did you think of it?
Like I always told him, I said, if you're going to do something solo, why would you sound like Motley Crue? Otherwise, you should just be in Motley Crue. So it made perfect sense to me.
Are you there?
When artists do solo stuff that sounds just like the band, it never makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because then why not just be in the band?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I thought that made perfect sense. When I did the 58 for the Bride stuff, it didn't sound anything like Motley Crue, and I thought that was what I should be doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I liked his stuff, but, I missed him with Motley, too. I wanted to talk a little bit about The Dirt, my favorite book of all times. You covered most things in it. I just want to ask a few more things to, some of the readers that, you're getting new fans here in Las Vegas, even with my paper, mainly because I mention you guys every month. I want to know, when your dad left you at a young age, did he ever have any knowledge of Motley Crue? I know you tried to contact him.
I don't think he did, no.
So he never knew his son became famous?
No.
Do you think if he knew you became famous, he would have tried to talk to you?
That would have just pissed me off more.
Okay. Well, you say rock and roll saved your life. What would you have done if you hadn't become a rock star? Maybe a doctor or something, or what?
God only knows. I've been told after business meetings that I would have, if I wasn't in rock and roll, I would have been a great litigator, and I've been told other times that I would have ended up in jail. So maybe there's not a big,
well, you've been there, so maybe you should have gone the attorney route. So
maybe there's not a big difference
yeah.
between a criminal and an attorney, is there?
No, yeah, you got that right. Do you think the band would have ever made it if any of the members had been different? Say, if Tommy would have never joined. Do you think you guys would have still made it?
No, no one will ever know that. I know that the chemistry amongst the four of us is so unique that the personalities, the chemistry, the musical interaction, that it makes it what it is. So, who would know? I would, the common answer would be probably not.
Okay.
But, I don't know. I mean, there's something there's something you either love or hate Motley Crue, and that's perfectly fine with me.
Okay. Is there any one person, just tell me the first name that comes to your mind, like, who's, helped you guys in the beginning, that stands out the most in your mind as being the most significant, that, helped you guys make you a success?
Well, we've always been a people's band,
Mm-hmm.
and we've always been very blue collar, and we've always been very white trash. And that in the beginning was we touched the chord of a generation of people that no one was touching, and we all related to each other very deeply, whether it was an exorcism and just getting out all your woes and wanting to just cut loose for the evening, or whether it was something that moved you, on a deeper level. Motley Crue's always been about the people, and the people have been about Motley Crue.
So you think it was your fans? There wasn't any, like, I know that, Tom, how do I say, Zulot and Doc McGee and all those. I mean, do you think the fans were more important than any one of those people that helped you make it?
Absolutely.
Great. Okay. Just a few more things. You said, I read somewhere that Gene Simmons was jealous of you guys when you toured with Kiss, and then he wanted rights to the movie The Dirt.
Well, him and a long list of other people have all tried to get the rights to the book.
But was he jealous of you when you went on tour with Kiss?
Was he what?
Jealous of you? You said that, like, you guys upstaged him?
Well, I think that, our energy and our pureness was complete chaos, and I don't know, it's not so much of an upstaging, but I think it was our antics in general that got us thrown off the tour.
Okay, all right. Well, that's understandable. He should have understood that. At your show on Sunday that I saw, you asked if anybody was high or drunk, and well, what about you? Do you still indulge, or?
Nothing.
Nothing. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Tell the readers that haven't read The Dirt yet, and what a great book it is, tell them about the time you ran naked through Hollywood.
The time I was where?
You ran naked through Hollywood?
I was running naked through Hollywood?
Yeah, I think there were two instances. One was after the Roy Thomas Baker party. Come on, you wrote it in the book, and then I heard about it on the uncensored video.
Oh, in the car accident, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was in the Hollywood Hills, and I crashed my car, and I was naked because I'd left a party, and everybody was basically having an orgy up there. And when I crashed my car, I didn't have any clothes with me, so I had to hitchhike home naked. That was interesting.
Okay. Yeah, I love that story. It said, I heard on VH1 the other day that you didn't take a shower for a month when you were on the road. Is that true?
Of course. I mean, isn't that? I mean, that's such a rock and roll cliche. We had to do it.
Yeah. Was that just you or everybody?
Well, basically, me and Tommy would go for long amounts of time without showering.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, everything was a test. How far can I push my own sanity?
Mm-hmm. We all know about Lita Ford and Vanity. Were there any famous women in the past you wish you would have dated when you were single that you didn't get a chance to?
I've never been much of a star fucker, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm surprised that I ended up with any, women that had any kind of, celebrity. Was ever really my cup of tea. My wife, of course, was on Baywatch. She's an actress and an entrepreneur, and Donna D'Arco, and that was a fluke. That was a blind date. Fortunately for me, we fell head over heels in love, and I think it's good that we're both in the entertainment business because she understands me and I understand her on that level.
Well, there was a part in The Dirt where you talked about Demi Moore, but you were already with Brandy, so you didn't go out with her. Do you regret that you didn't get to at least sit down and have a cup of coffee with her?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's one. I answered that for you, Demi Moore. Okay.
All right.
What is the most memorable or frightening experience involving a fan, besides that blonde that shadowed you in the parking lot at the Palladium? that was me. Now, what is the most memorable experience? Have you had any scary instances where, Satan worshipers come up to you, or just a crazed fan?
We have some pretty outrageous people that come up to us. It seems the new thing that I'm getting is a lot of people that come up and show me they've tattooed crew on the inside of their lip.
That would hurt. I was thinking about getting it on the inside of my arm, but I'm not into pain. I don't know about that.
Well, that's one of the most painful spots.
Yeah, I actually talked to Allie Johnson. I think she just thought I was a psycho. I said, I'd like to do a story about when Motley Crue comes here. I want them all to sign the inside of my arm so they couldn't see it at work. And I can do a story about screaming in the tattoo parlor and pain. I thought it would be something kind of funny, but I don't know, somebody kind of talked me out of it. I don't know. I might still go through with it.
Well, I don't know. I think you could, I don't know about getting someone's name signed on you and permanent.
So you don't encourage your fans to do that?
I usually don't, no.
Look who's talking, all those tattoos on your body, and you're telling other people not to get it done.
Yeah, I know.
Do you think it's interesting? Do you realize that you're the only band I can think of where you're the most popular member in the band, but you're the bass player? It's usually the singer, guitarist, but you are Motley Crue. Do people say that, or you just think, no, I'm just one of the guys?
We're a gang, some people relate to me, some people relate to Vince, some people relate to Tommy, some people relate more to Mick, and we're a gang, and we have 4 completely different personalities, but it's one for all and all for one, and some, it's cool that some people relate more to me, but I see just as many people relate to the other guys.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you have any regrets in your life?
Anything I like?
Any regrets?
No regrets in life.
Even when you stole money from the cash register or sprayed that stuff on the floor? I love the dirt. I remember all those stories.
Everything we do made us who we are. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm where I'm at today. You have to accept your past and embrace it and move forward with it.
Okay. All right. Well, do you, as a closer, do you have any funny story that you want to tell about the Crue? There's so many, but is there one that you can think off the top of your head that didn't get into the dirt?
I don't know. I can't think of anything. That put me on the spot there.
Well,
I'm just excited to come back to the joint, even though we're not getting we can't get our full show in there. I guess it is a cool, intimate evening, mm-hmm. and that's that's a real cool thing for a fan.
Uh-huh.
I know I could dig seeing the Stones or Aerosmith or AC/DC there. But we do look forward at some point coming back to Vegas and blowing it up on the big stage too, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, you'll be back this Sunday. Are you going to do a meet and greet before the show this Sunday, too?
We usually do a thing with some signatures before the show.
Mm-hmm. Is there? I want to do 4 pages on you guys in the magazine. Is there some way, if I talk to Alan or Jack Carson, if they could arrange something where I could get a picture with the band and just one of you by yourself, so I can promote your interview?
You can try, or maybe they can get you a picture or something. I do know that I know it's Easter, I have my family and stuff, so I don't even know when I'll be going on. What's that, dude? Wow. Okay, well, thank you for the interview.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Nikki.
Bye.
Bye.
Notice how his people got him off the phone really quick when I was trying to pin him down to go backstage and meet Nikki. I hope you enjoyed this interview with Nikki Sixx. Make sure you tune in a couple weeks and I'll have my Mick Mars interview. You won't want to miss it. It's all here at youtube.com/Sally Steele. Make sure you subscribe and we will see you there. Long live the Crue!